I wanted to talk to you today about SOFest. I'm just going to date this episode so you know where we are at in the process. So it is the 4th of April, and we have 66 days until the festival doors open. And at this point, we're welcoming in 80 people. 80 people. I genuinely am blown away that 80 people are coming to play. Now, there is a possibility that number will go up in that we have 27 days worth of days left before the doors on the ticket sales close. And when I started this mad idea, I knew it would work. I know it can work and it will work. But it's seeing it translate into reality. And I wanted to just share with you that how I'm feeling, what is actually going on behind the scenes, and give you a bit of insight into the types of conversations we're having every week. So I have what I call the spreadsheet of greatness. And this was created by one of the speakers and attendees, Marie Cal. And the spreadsheet of greatness basically lists on one page all the costs, and then on another page all the incoming revenue. And I have to say that spreadsheet stays open all the time on my computer because it helps me sense check where we're at. And I'm always trying to edit down and take out cost, and I think we've got it back to the bare bones. So as of today, we have raised around, and I say around because numbers keep bloody changing, £73,000. £73,000, and that is through ticket sales and a little bit of sponsorship. And I'll come to both of those in a moment. And the majority of the ticket sales happened during the early bird. So that's a really big learning for me. So we sold 33 tickets in the early bird phase. I have also, everybody's contributing in some form or another. So I want you to know, even the volunteers are contributing to their bed and their board and their food. The workshop hosts have got a subsidized ticket as well. So not majority of people are paying. There are some people who aren't, and there are people who can't afford to, but we wanted them there. So in terms of the speakers, a lot of the speakers have also contributed to the impact tickets. So impact tickets, I'm so excited to launch these. So the impact tickets for people who are from minority groups. So they either work under 30 as a facilitator and trainer, in a minority group, LGBTQ plus. They work for an NGO, they work in the charity sector. And it's really important to me that we were able to do that. And I'm really excited to share with you that we have got 7 impact partners. And I just want to thank each and every one of them. And I'm gonna name them. It's a good test of my memory. So 2 of the impact partner tickets come from the community. So the speakers and the workshop hosts raised the money for an impact ticket. And also there were some people who bought tickets and then said, I can't come any longer. And they'd part paid. And so they then put money into the pots. Also today at the SOF community pod, the group contributed £250. So I am just blown away by the community in the first place for raising the funds for 2 tickets. Then my really good friends at Total Negotiation, Mark Grice and Mark Cranston, have contributed a ticket. Jed Futter, thank you, the first person over the line. Jed bought a ticket because he said, I believe in what you're doing. I'd like to support someone to come. Nathan Tring of Nathan Tring Associates has also funded a ticket. Jodie Rogers of Symbia has funded a ticket. Oh man, that's 6. Oh, Elaine Gosden of Blue Canoe. I'm so sorry, Elaine as well. And so these aren't big businesses. These aren't people with big budgets. These are people like you and I, facilitators and trainers who believe in the power of like giving back. I think it's karma. So 7 people are going to be coming to SOFest that weren't able to come in the first place. So that's super exciting. So that's where all the revenue is coming from. I said there was some sponsorship. There are 3 View from the Loo sponsors, which I love that. Everyone's got to go to the bathroom. So you're going to sit as a lady maybe and a guy at some point. And there's going to be 3 posters, maybe 4. Or if you're standing at the urinal, there's going to be some posters for you to read. And so the sponsors are Giraffe Pad, which is a really great tool to keep all your elements for your learner journey, like any materials you want to give out, meeting invites. Go check out Giraffe Pad. Secondly is Wallace Space. So Wallace Space is an amazing meeting room space, sadly only in London, but they have come on board as a sponsor. And then the third one is L&D Spirits, L&D Free Spirits, which is a community of practitioners, and that's Kim Ellis's community. So I just want to say a massive thank you to each and every one of you for believing in SOFest and being a sponsor. So that's where the money's coming from. Now, the big question is, what are my costs? And I think that's a fair question. And I can manipulate the numbers because I'm currently carrying the cost of the project manager. So I'm paying for her salary because without her, this would not happen. I'm also carrying the cost of my social media manager, who is doing a lot of work on this. And I can either take their salaries out or put their salaries back in. The cost that I have currently got tracking, if I leave Tony's salary in, which over a year is £28,000 worth every bloody penny. Then we put in the site. So the site to have, I'll tell you what we're paying for. We're paying for the tents, so glamping tents that people are sleeping in, the dining marquee, a permanent lodge so that people can stay where people have got accessibility issues. There's a rental for a full site, which is £15,000. A stage, I have to have a stage, but that has all the audio equipment in as well. Luxury toilet trailer, 4-bay shower trailer, a stretch tent, dining room furniture, and another tent that's for the heart centre. All of that is going to cost around £35,000. That's before we've even started. Catering for 100 people is around £21,000. So we've already got some fixed costs here of £55,000. Now, we've also got access to a lake, so we need a lifeguard. That's £520. I want to do a silent disco, 200 quid. Evening entertainment, if we can find it. I've nominally put in £500, but I think that's probably wishful thinking. We have to pay public liability insurance. That's about, we think, around £500, but it could go up to £750. There is then a nominal amount for some site decoration, and we haven't even put in much, like 200 quid, and potentially getting some 6-foot letters that say SOF. I'm thinking they might be cut. Also, we need some T-shirts for the volunteers so we can see people, and also a videographer, which I need to get some videos. I need to get the collateral and the photography that we can do social media, so we can do SOFest 2026, and that's £3,000. So if I add all of that up, which is a fair whack, it just comes in under 90k. So 90k. So we've currently raised £73,000 and the total cost is 90k. So that leaves me with a whole of £17,000, as you can hear. And the only way that is going to get made up is either a very generous sponsor coming on board, or sponsors, or we sell some more tickets. Because if we can sell some more tickets, all of those costs come down. I mean, we did save £1,000 yesterday on toilet costs. there are small glimmers of hope here. Yeah, that's what it costs, team. I haven't paid myself over the 9 months that we have been setting this up. I mean, I have paid myself, obviously, because I've got corporate work happening, but there is no profit coming here at this point in time. And I think I need to be transparent about that, because I wonder if people think, oh, she's putting on a festival, like there must be money in it. I want you to know there is no money in it until we go over a certain number of people coming. And I guess that number, as I know it stands, is I definitely need to sell like another 14 tickets. So that would be 84, 87, 88, 91 people. And then after that, we go into some profit, and then I can pay my team without paying them for money I have to raise from working in the corporate. Look, this isn't me giving you a sob story here. This is me just telling you the reality of the situation. Would I do this again if I thought this was going to be the same position I was going to be in? Yeah, probably. Things that I would probably do different, though, is talk to sponsors in advance and find some different sponsors of maybe adjacent industries that we're in, and also tell more people earlier about SOFest. One thing people we haven't spoken to this year are corporates. And I think that might be the other thing to do, is go and talk to corporate L&D teams and see if they want to send people, because this is all the speaker lineup is totally relatable to people in-house. It's not just us external freelancers, small business owners. So yeah, 66 days to go. I've suddenly realized I need to start thinking about what I'm going to talk about. I'm running a workshop. Might be running 2 workshops. I've got a bit of a welcome speech to do. I've got 2 gatherings to host while I'm there. And I haven't started the prep. And the reason for that, team, is I guess I didn't want to get too excited in case it didn't happen. But let's be clear, it's definitely happening, because like my spreadsheet says it's happening. We've told the site it's happening because we've paid a deposit. I've told 77 people it's happening. And yeah. So if you're sitting on the fence and you are thinking, shall I come? Shan't I come? Can I afford to come? What difference will it make? Okay, here's my thinking. Come. Because if it's not for the speakers, if it's not for the workshop, if it's not for the activities, it is for the conversations that you will have in and around all those sessions. It is the people you will meet. Whenever I've gone to an event similar to this, I have left with some amazing connections. I have left having had some really nutritious conversations that have really filled me up and that have left me wanting more and have actually changed my thinking. I went to an event in 2016 called the Do Lectures, which some of you may have heard of. And at the end of that, I stood up on the stage and said, I want to create a community. I want to create a community of facilitators and trainers, and I need some help because I don't know how to do that. Is there anybody in this room that could help me? From there, I met people. From there, I had conversations. No one directly said they could help me, which I thought was really fascinating. But I have established some amazing connections, and that helped me through the conversations I then had with those people. So that's one reason to come to SOFest. The other thing is the speakers we've got lined up, the learning that you can do for yourself, the experiences you're going to have in the different workshops. I just know it's going to step change how you think, how you feel, how you approach your work, how you approach your workshops, how you approach your clients. So I'd love you come. I know some people are going, oh, but I need to get some more work secured. I think please trust the process. If you're in the void right now, trust the void. It will happen. And I'd like to think that magic is going to be made at SOFest, and that you're going to be able to leave with your own new wisdom or renewal of wisdom. What else would I like you to know about SOFest? I'm excited. I know the people who are speaking and also being the workshoppers and the activators. They are super excited as well. The number of conversations we're having behind the scenes about that, like what's included, what's not included, what to do, what to say. People are super excited. So my invite is come along. I want to create JOMO. I don't want to create FOMO. So I want to create some joy of missing out versus you feeling like I'm not there and you've got FOMO. I know why many people aren't coming. It's A-level year, it's GCSE year. You are beautifully wonderful parents and you want to be there for your children. Absolutely. I don't have them. I can't relate, but I know that's important. Some people have got pets they can't leave behind. Some people have got work in the diary. Brilliant. And some people are just not sure. That's okay. We'll see you in 2026. That's it, team. I just wanted to share with you what is going through my head and where we are on the finances. And I'd like to just say, I hope you can come and join us. There is still that time to buy tickets. So if you've listened to the end of this conversation, this is your sign to come to join SOFest and to join the first edition, because I'd love you to be there at ground zero, when it all started, and you can say you were at the first one when we're celebrating the 10th one. Go our team. See you soon.